Hi everyone, it's Mark and welcome back. In this video I want to talk to you about suing for a wrongful Baker Act. So you've heard me in other videos talk about the fact that it's almost impossible to sue for a Baker Act or a wrongful Baker Act or a violation of your rights under the Baker Act statute, which is chapter 394. And why is that? Well, it's because there's nothing in that statute that allows for a cause of action if you're held beyond 72 hours, if you're illegally Baker acted or sort of coerced into signing a voluntary admission agreement, which means you get stuck there for a lot longer than you can. So in this particular occasion that I'm going to talk about, I got a call from somebody who had relayed to me that he had suffered PTSD as a result of being Baker acted, and I certainly understand that, having spoken to hundreds of families whose loved ones have been unlawfully Baker acted. I think we filed at least 100 petitions in the last year and a half since COVID came along. And I've had a close family member who was Baker acted. I was there when it happened, so I know exactly how you feel. I know the wrongs that are done to people. But this individual said to me he'd suffered from PTSD and he was having nightmares and he wanted to sue the facility and get money. And I had to give him the bad news, which is that unfortunately he's not going to get any money for PTSD. I wish I could have given him better news. Now, if you have been physically injured inside a facility, I'm talking broken bones, things of that nature, God forbid you should be the victim of a sexual assault, then that's a different story, and that's a different kind of lawsuit. It's certainly not one that's going to be filed under Chapter 394, which is the Baker Act. But after 27 years of practice, one thing I'm never going to do is I'm never going to lie to you. I'm never going to tell you something just because I think that you need to hear it. Okay? I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay? And even if I cannot help you, I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you I'm not the lawyer for you. This isn't the case that I can take. And I will tell you that individual was not happy with me. Frankly, he was downright rude. But that's part and parcel of what I do. And I'm sorry, but if you have had PTSD and you're suffering nightmares, I can certainly understand that. But if you're going to call me and ask me to get you money, the answer is no. I'm not going to be able to get you money. Now, does that mean that there's nothing I can do? No. I have a lawyer who's part of my team, and the sort of aspect of the Baker Act that he specializes in is filing complaints against facilities, because these facilities, like lawyers and doctors and other licensed professionals, well, without a license they can't practice, they can't they can't take Baker Act cases, and this is where they make money. And so what he specializes in is writing complaints, filing complaints against these facilities. And so if you want to speak to that lawyer, I will gladly put you in touch with him. I don't share a fee with him. I don't take a commission. I'm just happy to share a free resource with you. And if you go to my website, you'll know I'm more than happy to share free resources for with people, because I think you need the information, and you should get it for free without having to call me and pay for my time. So if you send me an email, Mark, M-A-R-K, at bakeractattorneys.com. That's Mark at bakeractattorneys.com. If you send me an email, I will send you the name of the lawyer, and I will send you his phone number, and I'll be happy to share it with you. So with that said, thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.